Hey you beautiful big kids, it's your boy Zatch and welcome back to some more ZZZ news. We'll be going over everything that will be coming in version 1.5 update, so let's just hop on into it. So when it comes to a quick story overview of what to somewhat expect in the 1.5 story, it is a special episode focusing on Evelyn and Astra and how they have to navigate through the industry of Astra being a pop idol with all the conspiracies and everything else, with the evil big companies trying to, take over or influence Astra's life, and how we ourselves fit into that. Well, we don't know quite yet, but obviously us being the proxy, we'll have our own special moment in there as well. But obviously it's mostly geared towards more of a Astra / Evelyn centric story, since this is a special episode and not, on the lines of the main story. All right, so when it comes to characters, we have Astra Yao, who is a ether support, and she's pretty much the Robin of Zenless Zone Zero in the sense that she will be buffing teammates on the field while singing on field, but she will not be the active character, fighting, because she can just be on the field singing, buffing your team. So her skill pretty much allows you to dodge while also allowing her to start her singing, which is buffing the team. And while she is singing, she can dodge attacks, and it will give her a special dodge similar to Jane Doe's or Miyabi's. Now with her EX skill, the main difference seems to be you can charge it, and then she'll be able to do more essentially follow-up attacks while your actual on-field character is fighting the enemy. And then on top of that, she can actually apply her buffs to herself through her charge attack, which is your whole basic attack, which will then allow her to apply her buffs to herself. And then her ultimate allows you to heal teammates as well. So when you use your ultimate, she'll go into her singing state, but this time not only will it buff your teammates, it will also allow them to heal health over time. And then additionally, the next two quick assists will unleash a chain attack as well. So that's pretty much everything Astra Yao can do, which is just a lot of supporting, and actually the first character who can, heal us. So in that niche alone, it will make her really valuable. All right, so next up is Evelyn, who is a fire attacker who has a lot going on. So she has this thing called the binding seal state, and how you get into the state is either you use your 5th basic attack or you use your skill on the enemy, and you can tell you're in this state by the orangish red wire attached to the enemy, so that's your indicator. She also has the burning embers gauge, which you fill that up by using your skills, and then once that gauge is full and you're in the binding seal state, so you're attached to an enemy, you can hold your basic attack to do a special basic attack akin to Jane Doe spinning or Miyabi slashing, and it will give you something called a tether point. Once you have 3 tether points, the next time you use your special basic attack, it will actually launch a chain attack, and she can do this even if she is by herself. Her skill can also work as a dodge, and if you switch while you are attached to an enemy in the binding seal state, so you have the little wire in them, she will proceed to do a follow-up attack on the enemy after you switch out. And finally, her ultimate, when you use it, it deals damage, but it also will make her remove her jacket, so her outfit essentially changes, and then every time you use the ultimate after that, she will also have the animation with her jacket off. And once you use your ultimate, you will retain 1 tether point for the rest of the battle. So you should only need 2 tether points to use your chain attack gimmick after you use your ultimate once. So when it comes to the banners for 1.5, we have Astra Yao and Elaine as the Phase 1 banners, with there being Ambi and Corin as the A ranks that will be available. And for the Phase 2, it will be Evelyn and Queen Yi, with Nicole and Anton as the A rank characters. And obviously that will come with their signature W engines as well. Speaking of Astra, Ellen, and Nicole, all 3 of these characters will be getting skins in this update. So Elaine's and Astra's will both be paid skins, and then Nicole's will be a free skin that we can get from an event. And on top of that, Ellen will also be getting a story event as well. So we'll be getting more of a background on the shark schoolgirl who likes to skip out on classes. Now the event that should have the Nicole skin should be the Day of Brilliant Wishes, which is essentially a Bang Boo event with a lot of Bang Boo mini games. So a lot is going on. You get to customize your own Bang Boo, but then you can have Bang Boo dance-offs. You could go through like some Fall Guys-esque stages and fight other Bang Boos. It's a lot going on. It's just a lot of Bang Boo mini games. So a very Bang Boo heavy event, but it does look very fun. So if you're someone who likes Fall Guys and stuff, then you might enjoy this update. On top of that, other events include a new fishing event, and the arcade will be getting upgraded as well, with there now being an easy way to distinguish between single player and multiplayer game modes. They're updating the Bizarre Brigade, which will now allow you to do co-op with friends, and they will be adding a new arcade game mode called Mach 25, which is pretty much like Subway Surfer. Essentially, that's what it boils down to. So yeah, the entire arcade is getting a nice little update. Now when it comes to more challenging content, the tower is also getting a new game mode as well. So in this new version of the tower, now you will progress in phases of 10. So instead of going by, 1 to 5, you get a break, 5 to 10, you get a break. Now it's going to go from 1 to 10, then you get your break, 10 to 20, then you get your break, and so on and so forth like that. And that also means if you need to restart between that entire time, say you're at like 29, if you need to restart, you'll start are all the way back down at 20. So keep that in mind. Also with this new mode, you actually get to pick little buffs before the stages. So yeah, but they did state themselves that all these buffs do come with debuffs, so pick wisely. These aren't just buffs that are to empower you, they actually will give you debuffs as well. So just try to play to your strong suits when it comes to this new game mode. Also, when it comes to harder content, the Deadly Assault will also be getting a new enemy in there as well. So look forward to challenging yourself with a whole new enemy with all new battle mechanics and everything else. It is an enemy we have seen in the past, but he has been updated, so get ready for that too. Now back to some more events. We have the Click Hollow Report, which is pretty much just you taking pictures while fighting enemies. So you have specific goals you need to reach in these fights in terms of taking pictures. So we'll see how this all plays out, but I'm pretty sure we can get some pretty cool pictures now that we can fight and take pics at the same time. So I'm excited for that. Next up, we have the Hollow Zero Cleanse Calamity, which is pretty much a game mode where they give you characters and gear plus little buffs similar to what they do in the Lost Void, and then you just have to fight enemies with the setup they give you. So it really is a test of your skill. So we'll see how good that goes. And then probably from that, we have some other side events that I don't think are too interesting for me to talk about, so I'm not. I'm just being honest with you. When it comes to login bonuses, we'll get a pre-login bonus for the 1.5 update, which will give us polychromes, and then we'll get the standard login bonus that gives us a temple. And then later on, we'll get the bamboo pools, and then on January 29th, we'll also get another set of daily logins that will give us another temple summon. Now on to some more quality of life. You can now optimize how you display your badges. You are now able to set your own little plans for your characters. So the thing that was added in the last update, which was, you know, the planning for characters, so you can see how you would like to build them, the game suggestion, and some other player suggestions. Now you can make your own plans for yourself, so you make your own parameters for yourself and you can just follow it like that. They made it more easy for you to tell what stages are what when it comes to the relic farming. Essentially, when you go in there, you can now see exactly which ones are which right off the get-go from the pictures that are on the stages now themselves. They also changed boss fights for the Notorious Hunt, so now you go straight into the fight itself instead of having to fight the grunts first and then going into the boss fight. It would now all be like the sacrifice fight where you just start out fighting the boss right away. And they also did optimize how disk drives are organized and how they can be filtered. So yeah, version 1.5 looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty good update overall. Nothing too crazy, but also not lackluster in the slightest. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful in some way, shape, or form. And I will see you in the next one. I love you guys, and bye-bye.